Today we are doing an experiment with hydrogen peroxide, which is H2O2. We have room temperature hydrogen peroxide, which is at 28 degrees, and we have some ice cold hydrogen peroxide, which is at 4 degrees Celsius. And we're going to add 5 milliliters of each of these to the correct test tubes, and then we're going to add a catalase solution and see what happens. So first we're going to do the 4 degrees Celsius so that it is going to stay cold. All right, so I have just added 5 milliliters of cold hydrogen peroxide to each of the test tubes. And now I'm going to add 250 microliters of this catalase solution and time for 30 seconds and see how many bubbles happen. So for our first one, my assistant is timing. Stop. All right, so we're marking here. I'll come back and measure it in a moment. Here's the next one. Go. Stop. Okay, good. That one. There. All right. Next one. Next. And one more for our cold hydrogen peroxide. All right, we'll come back and measure those in a minute, but let's get our room temperature hydrogen peroxide going. All right, so again, 5 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide into each of our test tubes. Thank you. And all right, so we're going to add 250 microliters. of our catalase solution to our room temperature hydrogen peroxide.
Stop.
Sorry, that was off camera, wasn't it? Alright. Let's try the next one.
And stop.
And another one.
And stop.
Hope that one's still on screen. And our last one.
And stop.
Alright, so now we're going to measure the height of how far our bubbles went for each of our test tubes. So for our 4-degree one, let's see. How's this? This looks like it's about 3.8 centimeters. This one looks like about 6.3 centimeters. This one is 5.4 centimeters. And our last cold hydrogen peroxide is 7.2 centimeters. Now for our room temperature hydrogen peroxide. Our first one is 6.8 centimeters. Then we've got 8.6 centimeters. We have 12.5 centimeters. And we have 10.4 centimeters.